Chapter 34-47 Offense Lord Kong. Seeing the arrival, the few Blood Martin clansmen who were guarding immediately saluted respectfully. At the same time, one of them said, "I don't know where this human kid came from. He said that he came to propose marriage, and the person who proposed marriage was Her Highness the Princess." "Oh." The black-robed man glanced at Xue Peng and smiled wickedly. "Who did I think it was? It's you. You human ant. How dare you dream of marrying the princess of my Blood Martin clan? To be honest, if not for Princess Ying's pleas, the clan leader would have killed you long ago. How dare you take the initiative to offer your life to me? Kong, I'm here to propose marriage to Ying. Ask Ying to come out and see me," Xue Peng said. With Jian Wushuang behind him, Xue Peng was confident. "See you. Haha, I advise you to stop daydreaming. The princess will never come to see you. To tell you the truth, in order to save your life, the princess has promised the clan leader that she will never see you again. Moreover, she has agreed to the engagement that the clan leader made for her. It won't be long before the princess gets married, but it won't be you. You'd better give up now," the wicked man, Kong, said. "What did you say?" Xue Peng's expression changed greatly. Jian Wushuang, who was in the void above, could not stand it any longer. He immediately moved to Xue Peng's side. "Third brother." Xue Peng looked over. "Leave it to me." Jian Wushuang smiled and gestured for Xue Peng to step aside while Jian Wushuang looked at Kong. "Your name is Kong, right? Please go in and inform him that I, Heavenly Sword Marquis, want to meet the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan." Heavenly Sword Marquis? Kong's expression changed. He immediately felt that the name was familiar, but he did not immediately remember where he had heard it. However, because he had already noticed that Jian Wushuang's aura was only at the Saint Realm, he said directly, "Clan leader, you are too busy to meet a random person. You'd better take the boy and get lost." "Oh, really?" Jian Wushuang smiled. "It seems that I was too polite." After saying that, Jian Wushuang reached for the Blood Mountain sword behind him with his right hand. The blade was slowly unsheathed, and a cold aura gradually spread in the surrounding area. "What do you want to do?" Kong's face turned cold. However, Jian Wushuang did not pay any attention to him. He unsheathed the Blood Mountain sword, and with shocking power, it directly slashed toward the huge restriction on the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan. Whoosh! The cold sword light instantly magnified and tore the space apart. A shocking sword shadow that was more than 300 meters long appeared in front of everyone. This sword. Kong, who had not thought much of Jian Wushuang at the beginning, was shocked when he saw this sword. He saw that Jian Wushuang was just an immortal saint, but the power of this sword was obviously much stronger than that of many principal's masters. "Heavenly Sword Marquis, Heavenly Sword Marquis." Kong repeated the name and suddenly had an idea. "I remember now. He is Heavenly Sword Marquis, the #1 genius in the history of the divine beginning realm. It's actually him." Kong's heart trembled. However, that shocking 300-meter-long sword shadow had already mercilessly slashed at the barrier. Rumble. Under the impact of the sword shadow's power, the entire barrier began to tremble slightly. Meanwhile, within the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan, the earth and mountains began to shake. What's going on? Why is the surrounding world shaking? If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. It's the clan protecting formation shaking. Someone is attacking it. How can it shake the clan protecting formation like this? The person who is attacking must be a principal's master at the 4th realm of the void. The entire Blood Martin clan was in an uproar. The rule masters of the Blood Martin clan were also alarmed. They immediately rushed toward the entrance of the clan. When they arrived, they saw Jian Wushuang in front of them. "You are Heavenly Sword Marquis?" The principal's masters of the Blood Martin clan were not as ignorant as Kong. They recognized Jian Wushuang at a glance. "It's me," Jian Wushuang admitted directly. When they learned that the person who attacked the clan protecting formation was Jian Wushuang, the principal's masters of the Blood Martin clan were shocked but also angry. "Heavenly Sword Marquis, why did you attack the clan protecting formation of the Blood Martin clan?" "Irks you," the clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, asked in a low voice. I came here with great sincerity. I told you my name at the beginning and asked your people to go in and report it. However, your people said that you, the clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, are too busy to meet a nobody like me. They also told me to get lost. What do you think I should do? Jian Wushuang said indifferently. Hearing this, the principals masters of the Bloodmartin clan were shocked. To compare this super genius, Heavenly Sword Marquis, who was famous in the divine beginning realm, to a nobody, and to ask Heavenly Sword Marquis to get lost. Even the 3 great sages and the 3 great Freedom Alliance would not dare to say this, right? In the current divine beginning realm, who dared to treat Heavenly Sword Marquis as a nobody? Immediately, they understood why Heavenly Sword Marquis attacked the Bloodmartin clan's protective array. It was obvious that the words of the Bloodmartin clan's clansmen had offended or even humiliated the other party. After understanding this point, the Bloodmartin clan's principals masters could not help but glare at Kong angrily. Kong also knew that he had caused trouble. Sensing the gazes of these principals masters, he immediately lowered his head. However, he had already caused trouble, so the Bloodmartin clan could only clean up for Kong. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. Kong has always stayed in the clan and rarely interacted with the outside world, so he might not have heard of your name, so he might have offended you. I hope you can be magnanimous and don't blame me, the Bloodmartin clan leader, Xiao, said apologetically. Although he was the clan leader and the Bloodmartin clan was one of the top clans in the demon region, they did not want to provoke a terrifying existence like Jian Wushuang unless it was absolutely necessary. Since it's a misunderstanding, and since your Bloodmartin clan is a little apologetic, I won't be so stingy to pursue it. However, I came to your Bloodmartin clan for another matter, Jian Wushuang said. What's the matter? Ursa asked. Second brother, come over. Jian Wushuang waved to Zhuopeng behind him. Chapter 34-48 Rejection. Zhuopeng, who was standing at the back, had some misgivings even though he had confidence in Jian Wushuang. After all, he was now facing the Bloodmartin clan, one of the top clans in the demon region. However, when he saw that the clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, Xiao, did not dare to put on airs in the face of Jian Wushuang's strength. On the contrary, he was very humble. Zhuopeng no longer had any misgivings. Upon hearing Jian Wushuang's greeting, he immediately walked up. Clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, nice to meet you. Zhuopeng greeted him politely. And you are? Xiao looked puzzled. Clan leader, he is the human cultivator who has a dispute with the princess, Kong said immediately. You? Xiao's face darkened. Clan leader of the Bloodmartin clan, let me introduce you. This is my second brother. We are blood-related brothers, Jian Wushuang said. What? Xiao was stunned. The experts of the Bloodmartin clan were also stunned. They were all high-level experts of the Bloodmartin clan, so they naturally knew that their princess had a relationship with a human cultivator in the Piahuo city not long ago. They had already investigated his background. He should not have a big background, and Zhuopeng's talent and strength were not that great. Although their princess liked such a human cultivator, they completely looked down on him. If it was not for Princess Ying's request, the Bloodmartin clan would have sent people to kill him. But it was this human cultivator who did not have any status and ability in their eyes, and now, he actually brought in a big shot. Heavenly Sword Marquis, this name, no matter which faction it was, they probably did not dare to look down on him in the slightest, and no faction dared to look down on his ability. It was true that even though he was not ridiculously strong right now, and many factions were not afraid of him in terms of pure strength, what made Heavenly Sword Marquis the most terrifying was his terrifying potential. He was the #1 genius in the history of the divine beginning realm. He was a super genius who could easily defeat many principals masters and even severely injure Saint Realm masters. More importantly, this person's ability to protect his life was incredible, and he basically could not die. As long as he was not dead, his strength would undoubtedly reach an extremely terrifying level after a period of time. The Bloodmartin clan should be in awe of such a super genius. If they could avoid making enemies, they should not make enemies. Clan leader Bloodmartin, You should know the origin of my trip after seeing my second brother, right? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao in front of him with a faint smile. I'll be frank. I heard that my second brother and Princess Ying of the Blood Martin clan are very compatible, so I'm here to propose a marriage for my second brother. This is the betrothal gift from my Zhou family. Take a look. Jian Wushuang directly threw an interspatial ring to Xiao. Jian Wushuang was indeed here to propose a marriage, and he was very sincere. For example, Jian Wushuang had given a lot of betrothal gifts in the interspatial ring. There were 4 or 5 supreme treasures, which was already very good. However, after taking Jian Wushuang's interspatial ring, Xiao and the experts of the Blood Martin clan around him frowned. Normally, the Blood Martin clan would be very happy to have a relationship with Jian Wushuang, since Heavenly Sword Marquis had come to propose marriage in person and given them a lot of betrothal gifts. Naturally, the marriage would not be a problem. But now it was different. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. The Blood Martin clan was in a very delicate situation, and the marriage of Princess Ying was more important to the Blood Martin clan. Therefore, after a simple exchange with the experts of the Blood Martin clan, Xiao quickly made a decision. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid our Blood Martin clan can't agree to this marriage, Xiao said. Oh, why? Jian Wushuang's face darkened. Is it because I didn't give enough betrothal gifts? Or does your Blood Martin clan still think that my second brother is not good enough for your princess? No, Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you've given a lot of betrothal gifts, and you're very sincere. As for your second brother, since you're here, of course he can be a good match for my daughter. However, Mr. Heavenly Marquis is a step too late. My daughter already has a lover, Xiao said. Impossible. Zhuo Peng immediately shouted in a low voice. I'm very clear about Ying Er's character. We've only been separated for 3 years, how could she have someone else in her heart? There's nothing impossible about it. You're indeed a step too late. Not only does my daughter have someone else in her heart, but both parties have already decided on a marriage contract, Xiao said with a smile. How can this be? Zhuo Peng's body began to tremble. No, I don't believe it. Unless you let her come out and tell me personally, I will only believe what she says. Clan leader Blood Martin, did you hear that? Why don't we invite Princess Ying out and let her explain it to my second brother face to face? As long as she can explain it clearly and make my second brother completely stop thinking about it, then I'm not the kind of person who will force my second brother to leave immediately. How about it? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao. Well, Xiao pondered for a moment and then shook his head. No, my daughter is going to be betrothed to someone else soon. How can I show my face in public at this time and get involved with others? If this gets out, won't it be a disgrace to my Blood Martin clan? What will my daughter do in the future? Oh! Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows and gave Xiao a deep look, then he smiled and said, Clan leader Blood Martin, I'm afraid it's not that your daughter doesn't want to show her face in public, but as a father, you don't dare to let her meet my second brother, right? How dare you? Xiao's voice suddenly sank. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, although I respect your talent and strength, we are in front of the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan. You said that it's not convenient for my daughter to meet outsiders. Are you going to force me? Thanks. Upon hearing this, Jian Wushuang praised, Clan leader Blood Martin, I'm very curious. Where did you get the courage to not give me any face? What made you so determined and unwilling to marry Princess Ying Er to my second brother? But it doesn't matter. I'll know soon enough. Heavenly Sword Marquis, what do you want to do? Xiao narrowed his eyes and stared at Jian Wushuang. What do you think? Since your Blood Martin clan doesn't want to let Princess Ying come out to meet us, we can only go in and meet her ourselves, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Haha, what a joke. What kind of place do you think my Blood Martin clan is? Do you think you can just enter as you please? Xiao could not help sneering. Chapter 3449 Attack the Magic Array. The high-level experts of the Blood Martin clan also looked at Jian Wushuang with contempt. Although they knew that their talent was extremely heaven-defying and their methods were extraordinary, talent was talent, and it was different from true strength. The Blood Martin clan had existed in the demon region for so many years as a top clan, so its foundation was naturally extraordinary. Without the consent of the Blood Martin clan, it was naturally extremely difficult for others to break into the territory of the Blood Martin clan. Not to mention others, just the huge protective array covering the territory of the clan was not something ordinary experts could shake. In the face of the ridicule of the experts of the Blood Martin clan, Zhen Wushuang smiled coldly and looked up. Chunhua. Demon Master Chunhua appeared beside Zhen Wushuang and asked, "What, do you want me to attack again?" "Of course, I can't defeat this formation alone. But with your strength, you should be able to defeat it, right?" Zhen Wushuang asked with a smile. "I'm not sure, but I can try," Demon Master Chunhua said. "Then let's try first," Zhen Wushuang said with a smile. Demon Master Chunhua did not say anything. He moved and appeared in front of the clan-protecting formation. He stood there and was less than half a meter away from the Blood Martin clan's clan protection formation. Then, he extended his hand and touched the light membrane of the formation. He immediately sensed an extremely shocking power from the formation. When the many experts of the Blood Martin clan saw this scene, they all sneered. "What is this person doing there? From the looks of it, is he planning to break the clan protection array? Humph, what a joke." The clan protection array was created by the ancestor who led the Blood Martin clan to greatness. No one has been able to break it for a long time. Although this person looks like an expert, it's impossible for him to break the clan protection array. The many experts of the Blood Martin clan had absolute confidence in their clan protective array. Therefore, even when they saw the Demon Master Chunhua appear in front of the array and clearly had the intention to attack the array, they did not stop him. They believed that it was impossible for the Demon Master Chunhua to break the array. But at this moment, the Demon Master Chunhua had already made his move like lightning. He did not make much preparations. After feeling the power of the array formation, he clenched his right hand into a fist and threw a punch at the array formation. The brutal punch was simple and crude. It contained unimaginable power as it instantly smashed into the light membrane of the array formation. The light membrane that was hit immediately produced a large number of ripples like giant rocks that were like water. These ripples spread out crazily in the surroundings. The entire array formation also began to tremble violently. This kind of trembling caused the earth and mountains within the Blood Martin clan to shake as if an earthquake had occurred. How could it be? When the Blood Martin clan leader, Xiu, saw this scene, his eyes immediately widened. The power of a punch actually caused such a huge tremor in the protective array formation of our Blood Martin clan? Could this person be a super expert of the 6th level of the Void? The 6th realm of the Void? The other experts of the Blood Martin clan were also shocked. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. They could not sense the specific aura of Demon Master Chunhua, so they thought that Zhen Wushuang alone would not be able to threaten them. But now that Demon Master Chunhua had made a move, his strength had indeed frightened them. The 6th realm of the Void, this was the top expert of the Divine Beginning realm. Fortunately, even though this person has the strength of the 6 realms of the Void, our Blood Martin clan's clan protection array was personally created by that ancestor. If we want to break this clan protection array, just one of the 6 realms of the Void is definitely not enough. This person can at most slightly shake the array, but he definitely can't break it, said Xiu. Hearing this, the experts of the Blood Martin clan heaved a sigh of relief. What they did not know was that Demon Master Chunhua did not use his full strength in the beginning. His punch was just to test the sturdiness of the magic array. The person who created this magic array is indeed very capable. The power of this magic array is also very impressive. Demon Master Chunhua stood at the edge of the magic array and secretly praised. Chunhua, there are so many people watching. Don't embarrass yourself. Zhen Wushuang's laughter came over. Demon Master Chunhua narrowed his eyes slightly and then flipped his palm. A full set of scarlet gold appeared on his hands. This scarlet gold glove was Demon Master Chenhuo's own offensive magic weapon. It had already reached the level of a top-tier supreme treasure and was extremely powerful. After putting on this scarlet gold glove, His overall combat power naturally increased by a lot. He was still standing less than half a meter away from the light membrane of the array, but his eyes were still shining with a fierce light. In his right palm, there was a shocking power condensing. Heavenly divine extermination, Demon Master Chunhua growled. He clenched his right palm, and in an instant, a brilliant golden light surged up, enveloping the entire world in a golden color. The fist formed by his palm, it was like a huge golden sun. This golden sun was extremely dazzling, illuminating everything in the world. Under the attention of the surrounding people, it suddenly struck the light membrane of the array formation. Instantly, boom! A series of violent explosions shook the entire void. Outside the light membrane, around the body of the Demon Master, space had completely exploded, and a huge black hole appeared out of thin air. In front of Demon Master Chunhua, the light membrane of the array that had been smashed by the fist of Demon Master Chunhua had completely caved in. It caved in extremely deeply, directly affecting the entire array. Rumble, the entire array began to tremble madly, as if it was about to collapse. Even the entire ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan began to turn upside down. Upon seeing this scene, all the experts of the Blood Martin clan were stunned. They knew very well that although the array in front of them had not been directly broken, from the scene, it was obvious that this array had already reached the limit that they could endure. Buzz buzz tilde the might of Demon Master Chenhuo's punch was finally exhausted. The frantically trembling array protecting the tribe gradually regained its calm. Seeing this, Demon Master Chunhua was not angry, but happy instead. Haha, not bad, not bad. The power of this array is indeed impressive. It can actually block my full force attack of the God Extinguisher. It seems that this array is qualified for me to use the God Extinguisher of the Dragon. God Extinguisher of the Dragon? Hearing Demon Master Chunhua talking to himself, the faces of the experts of the Blood Martin clan changed drastically. They could tell from the words of Demon Master Chunhua that the punch just now was not the strongest move of Demon Master Chunhua. He had yet to use an even stronger move. Chapter 3450 Bow your head. How is this possible? The clan protection array of our Blood Martin clan was personally set up by the most powerful ancestor back then. Furthermore, the ancestor had also instructed that unless one was like him, a supreme expert who had reached the peak of the 6th level of the void, no one would be able to forcefully break through this array. But this person, could it be that his strength is comparable to that of the ancestor at his peak? Xiao widened his eyes. At this moment, the members of the Blood Martin clan had already noticed that a large amount of power was once again beginning to gather on the body of the Demon Master Chunhua. Not good. The expressions of the experts of the Blood Martin clan changed drastically. They could all see that the attack just now from the Demon Master Chunhua had already reached the limit of the clan protection formation. It was estimated that the clan protection formation would not be able to withstand another 2 or 3 such attacks. What Demon Master Chunhua had just said meant that the attack he was about to unleash would be even stronger than the previous one. Stop, stop. Xiao did not dare to let Demon Master Chunhua attack the formation again. After all, the formation had protected them for so many years. If it was broken by force, the formation would collapse. No one in the Blood Martin clan could restore the clan-protecting formation, so they immediately shouted. Chunhua, stop, Jian Wushuang said. Upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, the power gathered by Demon Master Chunhua gradually calmed down. Seeing this, the experts of the Blood Martin clan finally heaved a sigh of relief. Clan leader Blood Martin, weren't you very confident just now that I could enter your Blood Martin clan whenever I wanted? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao mockingly. Now that I'm standing here, do you dare to repeat what you just said? Xiao's face could not help twitching. He dared to say that just now because he had absolute confidence in the Blood Martin clan's protective array. He believed that Jian Wushuang's strength would not be able to shake the array, but he did not expect that. Jian Wushuang also had a terrifying demon master of the Chunhua clan by his side. With the help of the demon master of the Chunhua clan, it was not impossible to break the array. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, it is indeed my Blood Martin clan's fault. I apologize to you, Mr. Heavenly Marquis, but my daughter has already been engaged to someone. I definitely did not lie about that, Ashio said. Even if there is an engagement, it's probably decided by your Blood Martin clan. I'm afraid it's not agreed by Princess Ying herself, Jen Wushuang said. Ashio was silent. Humph, I knew it. Even if Yinga doesn't see me anymore because of your Blood Martin clan, she wouldn't agree to the engagement so soon. It turns out that everything is decided by your Blood Martin clan, Zhuo Peng said in a low voice. Clan leader of the Blood Martin clan, since I came here personally to propose the marriage and brought a great betrothal gift, I have already given face to your Blood Martin clan. But now I'm curious, who did you betroth Princess Ying to that is worthy for your Blood Martin clan to come and ruin my face? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiu coldly. Xiu frowned and hesitated for a moment, then said, to tell you the truth, the one who has an engagement with my daughter is the young clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan, Kai Hu. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website My Box Novel. Thanks. Kai Hu. Jian Wushuang was stunned. Zhuo Peng, Zhuo Yunfeng, and the others who were watching quietly from above were also stunned. They had been guessing who the Blood Martin clan had betrothed Princess Ying to. They had not expected that it would be Kai Hu. Haha, this is interesting. Jian Wushuang laughed. His smile was very strange. After a long while, he stopped laughing. He said, Blood Martin clan, since the engagement is with Kai Hu, I can tell you now that the engagement has been cancelled. Cancelled? Xiu was stunned. The experts of the Blood Martin clan were also puzzled. Jian Wushuang continued, I'll tell you directly. Not long ago, in the Piahuo city, I killed Kai Hu, the young grandmaster of the Scarlet Gold clan, because he offended me. What? Xiu was shocked. The experts of the Blood Martin clan were also stunned. Kai Hu had been killed? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, Kai Hu is really dead. Did you lie to me? Xiu did not quite believe it. I'm not going to lie to you for such a thing. I killed Kai Hu in the Piahuo city, and it caused quite a stir. The ancestral land of your Blood Martin clan is not far from the Piahuo city, and there must be clansmen in the city. You can send a message to your clansman in the Piahuo city and ask him to inquire about it. He should be able to find out, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Xiu immediately ordered the people next to him to send a message. After a short while, they received a definite result. He's dead. Kai Hu is indeed dead. According to the news from Piahuo city, the one who killed Kai Hu was an immortal saint who used a sword. He killed Kai Hu and caused a huge commotion in Piahuo city. Even the commander of the Piahuo city's city protection army personally rushed over, but because the other party had a super expert by his side, the city protection army didn't dare to make a move at all. Now, it seems that the one who killed Kai Hu was this heavenly sword Marquis, and the super expert by his side is this terrifying existence who has reached the peak of the 6 states of the void. The experts of the Blood Martin clan had already made their own judgment. After a brief discussion, Xiu took a deep breath, then he solemnly said, Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you're right. Since Kai Hu is dead, the engagement between him and my daughter naturally doesn't count. Now that Mr. Heavenly Marquis has personally proposed the marriage, please come to my Blood Martin clan for a chat. If you had done this earlier, it would have saved us a lot of trouble. Jian Wushuang smiled and beckoned Zhuo Yunfeng and the others to come down. Then they entered the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan. In a magnificent hall in the ancestral land of the Blood Martin clan, Jian Wushuang and Xiu sat side by side, while Demon Master Chunhua sat casually beside them. Zhuo Yunfeng, Zhuo Peng, and the others also sat casually. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, there are indeed many misunderstandings about today's matter. Normally, if you came to propose marriage in person, the Blood Martin clan would certainly give you a name. But this time, we did it out of helplessness. Xiu sighed. I see. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. He could see that the Blood Martin clan must have some special reasons. Otherwise, they would not have been so tough in the beginning and directly refused his proposal. Even if it was the Scarlet Gold clan on the other side, the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan must know that Jian Wushuang might not be inferior to the Scarlet Gold clan in terms of weight alone. Chapter 34 51 Divine Moon Palace Clan Leader Blood Martin, Tell me. Jian Wushuang knocked on the armchair casually. Celestial Marquis, to tell you the truth, the Blood Martin clan arranged the marriage between my daughter and Kai Hu so that the Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan could get closer through marriage. This way, we can have more confidence when we face the Blood clan, Xiao said. Blood clan? Jian Wushuang's expression changed. What does the marriage between you and the Scarlet Gold clan have to do with the Blood clan? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, you may not know this, but although the Blood Martin clan has always been a top clan in the Demon region, in fact, our clan only had a period of glory when the ancestor was still alive. After the ancestor went to the universe battlefield, our clan gradually declined. Although we are still a top clan now, we are already at the bottom of the top clans. Many other races also secretly said that the Blood Martin clan was not worthy of its name and no longer had the strength of a top race. In addition, the Heavenly Sword Marquis may also know that the competition between many races in the Demon region has always been very cruel, and our Blood Martin clan has been fighting with many races all year round. Now that our Blood Martin clan is underestimated, our overall strength has already pulled away from many other top races. Naturally, many races want to replace our Blood Martin clan, and there are even races that want to directly annex our Blood Martin clan. Are you saying that the clans that want to annex your Blood Martin clan are the Blood clan? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes. Xiao nodded heavily. Among the many top clans in the Demon region, even if some of them have designs on the Blood Martin clan, they would at most occupy the territory resources of the Blood Martin clan. However, they would never want to annex or exterminate the Blood Martin clan. After all, the Blood Martin clan has had its glory. A camel that is about to die is bigger than a horse. In addition, there is the sect-protecting formation set up by the ancestor. The top clans in the Demon region would not dare to truly fight with the Blood Martin clan. However, the Blood clan is different. Blood clan, you are one of the 4 great divine clans. Your foundation and strength are far beyond that of the Blood Martin clan. Even when the Blood Martin clan was at its peak, we were still inferior to the Blood clan when the ancestor was around, let alone now. There is no doubt that the Blood clan has the ability to directly devour and annihilate the Blood Martin clan. From the actions of the Blood clan over the years, it seems that the Blood clan does have such a thought. It's just that they are worried about the other divine clan, the Nine-Tailed clan, in the nearby territory. That's why they haven't made a move yet. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes slightly. The most powerful clans around the Piahuo city were not only the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan, but also the even more terrifying Nine-Tailed clan. As for the Blood clan, they were still some distance away from this territory. If the Blood clan took action against the Blood Martin clan, it would be equivalent to encroaching on the territory near the Nine-Tailed clan. Of course, the Nine-Tailed clan would not sit idly by. Since the Nine-Tailed clan is keeping the balance, what do you need to worry about? Jian Wushuang asked. I didn't worry about it before, but over the years, the Nine-Tailed clan has also encountered some troubles, Xiao said. Oh, what troubles? Jian Wushuang asked. It's a newly risen clan. To be exact, it's a newly risen force, Xiao said. Power. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Yes, it's called Divine Moon Palace. It was founded hundreds of years ago. At first, it was very low-key and didn't attract much attention. But in just a few hundred years, it has developed into a map that even the Nine-Tailed clan wouldn't dare to underestimate. Especially 30 years ago, Divine Moon Palace even annexed the Howling Demon clan and made the entire clan submit to it, Xiao said. The Roaring Demon clan? Jian Wushuang's pupils constricted. Among the many clans in the Demon region, he knew not only the 4 great divine clans but also a few powerful top clans. The Roaring Demon clan was undoubtedly an extremely powerful top clan. Although there were no experts of the 6th Void Realm in the clan, it was said that there were 2 experts at the peak of the 5th Void Realm and many powerful Principles Masters. In terms of overall strength, the Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Blood Martin clan, even stronger than the Scarlet Gold clan. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. How could such a top clan be annexed by the Divine Moon Palace, which had been established for only a few hundred years? The Divine Moon Palace had amazing methods. What's next? Jian Wushuang asked. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Roaring Demon Clan, its overall strength skyrocketed. It has become a force above all the top clans, and it is qualified to threaten the status of the 4 great divine clans. As the only divine clan in this territory, the Nine-Tailed clan also sensed the threat, so they wanted to suppress the Divine Moon Palace. Unexpectedly, the Divine Moon Palace directly fought with the Nine-Tailed clan. Xiu exclaimed. The Divine Moon Palace is not fighting indirectly, but directly. It can even be said to be a direct declaration of war. The Nine-Tailed race will naturally not be outdone. Therefore, the Nine-Tailed race and the Divine Moon Palace have been fighting fiercely all these years. Although the Nine-Tailed race has the upper hand, they do not have an absolute advantage. Instead, the Divine Moon Palace has been recruiting experts everywhere all these years. As their strength grows, the threat they pose to the Nine-Tailed race also grows. At this time, the Nine-Tailed clan has put all their attention on Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to care about the fights between the other clans. Therefore, they have given the Blood Clan an opportunity. Not long ago, experts from the Blood Clan came here one after another and even fought with the Blood Marten clan. Is that why you want to recruit the Scarlet Gold clan to fight against the Blood Clan through marriage? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiu. Yes, the Blood Marten clan is not the only one who has noticed the Blood Clan's intention. The Scarlet Gold clan has also noticed it. We have a tacit understanding with each other in this marriage alliance. Now that the marriage alliance has been formed, it's suitable for the 2 top clans to fight against the Blood Clan together. With the combined strength of the Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan, as long as the Blood Clan doesn't come out in full force, we'll be able to protect ourselves, Xiu said. After you proposed the marriage, I also thought about giving up the marriage with the Scarlet Gold clan and choosing you, but you are a human cultivator and don't stay in the demon region all year round. If something happens to the Blood Marten clan, you won't be able to come in time. Secondly, although you are very talented and have great potential, your current strength. Before Xiu finished his words, Jian Wushuang had completely understood. Chapter 3452 Alliance. Although I'm talented, I'm afraid that the Blood Clan won't respect me, let alone respect me. Clan leader Blood Marten, is that what you mean? Jian Wushuang said. Xiu smiled awkwardly. From his laughter, it was clear that he had tacitly agreed. Jian Wushuang was helpless about this. Of course, that's because our Blood Marten clan didn't know that you had an expert who had reached the peak of the 6th realm of the void. Otherwise, our Blood Marten clan would have decisively given up on the Scarlet Gold clan and chosen to form an alliance with you, Xiu said. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang understood. If he alone was not enough to make the Blood Clan fear him or her, then the addition of Demon Master Chunhua would definitely be enough. If the Blood Clan knew that the Blood Marten clan had an expert at the peak of the 6th void realm as a helper, they would definitely not dare to have any thoughts about the Blood Marten clan. Clan leader Blood Marten, since we've already said this, I'll speak frankly. My second brother is definitely going to marry Princess Ying of your Blood Marten clan, and our Zhuo clan and your Blood Marten clan will naturally become in-laws. If your Blood Marten clan is in trouble at this time, our Zhuo clan will naturally not sit idly by. As a member of the Zhuo clan, of course, I will also take action, Jian Wushuang said. I'm relieved to hear your words, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. I'll send my daughter here immediately. Xiu hurriedly called out to the Blood Marten clan. Hurry, go and bring Ying here. Yes. Someone from the Blood Marten clan immediately went over. Not long after, Zhuo Peng's beloved Princess Ying appeared in front of everyone. This is my second sister-in-law. Looking at the delicate and beautiful girl in front of him, Jian Wushuang's expression could not help but change. He could not help admiring his second brother's good taste. Ying. Seeing the girl, Zhuo Peng was pleasantly surprised. Zhuo Peng, why are you here? Princess Ying was a little surprised. She had thought that she would never see Zhuo Peng again. She did not expect that Zhuo Peng would come to the land of the Blood Marten clan. Ying, your father has promised to marry you to me. From now on, we will never be separated. Zhuo Peng walked to Princess Ying and said excitedly. What? Princess Ying was stunned at first, But then she looked at Xiao in disbelief. Father, haha, daughter, Peng is a good boy. I can see that he really likes you. Father will naturally fulfill your wish, Xiao said with a smile. Great, great. Princess Ying also shouted happily. A moment later, Peng pulled Princess Ying to Jen Wushuang. Ying it's all thanks to third brother's help that we can be together this time. Let's thank him together, Peng said. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. Third brother? Princess Ying looked at Jen Wushuang in confusion. Xiao, who was beside her, hurriedly said, Ying Mr. Heavenly Marquis is the #1 genius in the divine beginning realm. The reason why you and Peng can be together this time is largely because of Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Thank you, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Princess Ying bowed and said gratefully. Second brother, second sister-in-law, we are family. There's no need to be so polite. Jen Wushuang smiled. Princess Ying stood up, but she still looked at Jen Wushuang with some doubt. This person is Peng's third brother? That means he is younger than Peng, but why is father so humble when facing him? Princess Ying muttered in her heart. Second brother, you and second sister-in-law haven't seen each other for a while. Go and have a good chat. You can meet father and mother in an instant, Jen Wushuang said. Okay. Peng immediately led Princess Ying to Zhuo Yunfeng and Luo Xinqin. Jen Wushuang, who was still sitting side by side with Xiao, said in a soft voice, Clan leader Blood Martin, the marriage between our two families has been decided. Now, let's talk about another matter. May I know what you are talking about? Xiao asked. I have just agreed that if the Blood Clan threatens your Blood Martin clan, I will do my best to help. But at the same time, if I encounter some trouble in the demon region, I'm afraid I will also need your Blood Martin clan's help. So, why don't we form an alliance? Jen Wushuang said. An alliance? Xiao was stunned, but then he laughed. Of course, it's the best. Xiao could not wait to form an alliance with Jen Wushuang so that he could completely tie Jen Wushuang to his side. Don't be in such a hurry to agree. This matter is not as simple as you think, Jen Wushuang said with a smile. Oh. Xiao was surprised. To tell you the truth, I will be in the demon region for a long time. Of course, I have a lot of things to do. I'm afraid that you, clan leader of the Blood Martin clan, and your entire clan won't be able to accept some of these things, Jen Wushuang said with a smile. Oh. What is it that our entire clan won't be able to accept? Xiao asked. For example, fighting a celestial race or even destroying one? Can your Blood Martin clan accept that? Jen Wushuang laughed. What? Xiao was completely stunned. Fighting a celestial race or even destroying one? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you kidding? I'm not kidding. It's really possible. That's why I want you to think carefully. Jen Wushuang smiled. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, do you really want to attack a celestial race? Xiao looked at Jen Wushuang in surprise. It's not that I want to attack, but I'm afraid that my other ally will do so. Jen Wushuang smiled. Who's my other ally? Xiao asked. My other ally, if I'm not mistaken, is the Divine Moon Palace you mentioned earlier, Jen Wushuang said. What? Xiao was shocked. The Divine Moon Palace, the mysterious force that had only risen for a few hundred years but was already able to challenge the Nine-Tailed clan? Mr. Heavenly Marquis, are you the helper that the Divine Moon Palace hired to deal with the Nine-Tailed clan? Xiao asked in shock. I can't be sure for now, but I think it's most likely, Jen Wushuang said with a smile. According to Xiao, the Divine Moon Palace had only risen for a few hundred years, but it had developed at a terrifying speed. Moreover, the Divine Moon Palace was obviously aimed at the Nine-Tailed clan. Therefore, Jen Wushuang immediately thought of Miss Xiaoer. According to his guess, Miss Xiaoer should be the one who created the Divine Moon Palace. Only Miss Xiaoer had the strength and motive to do so. Chapter 3453 Goodbye, Xiaoer. It's actually very easy to determine whether Divine Moon Palace is my ally or not. Jen Wushuang smiled. Clan leader, If you want the Blood Clan to be afraid of your Blood Marten clan and not dare to attack it, then naturally, you must let the Blood Clan know about my relationship with your Blood Marten clan. If that's the case, then you can take the initiative to spread the news. Moreover, when I killed Scarlet Tiger in Piahuo City previously, I caused quite a commotion. I also let the City Protection Army in Piahuo City know that I have an expert at the peak of the 6th level of the Void. This news will also be spread out. When that time comes, the Blood Clan will not dare to act rashly. And if that ally of mine is really the Divine Moon Palace, then they will naturally come looking for me. We only need to wait here. When that time comes, you can decide whether you want to form an alliance with me or not. I understand. I'll send someone to spread the news now. Besides, Kai Hu is dead, so the engagement between the Blood Marten clan and the Scarlet Gold clan doesn't count. I have to make it clear to the Scarlet Gold clan. Xiu immediately went to make arrangements. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Marten clan and waited quietly. As time passed, the news that Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon region and that an expert had reached the 6th realm of the Void had spread throughout the entire demon region. The entire demon area was in an uproar, especially when the Heavenly Sword Marquis had killed the young patriarch of the Scarlet Gold clan in Piahuo City and married the Blood Marten tribe. This meant that the Heavenly Sword Marquis had arrived in the demon area. He did not just pass by. The various tribes in the demon area naturally began to pay attention. In the grand meeting hall of the Scarlet Gold clan, many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan gathered together. He's going too far. This Heavenly Sword Marquis is really going too far. Roars sounded continuously in the hall. It was the current chief of the Scarlet Gold clan. Son Heavenly Sword Marquis, you killed my son. If I don't take revenge, I'll be a father in vain. The chief of the Scarlet Gold clan clenched his fists, his nails dug into his flesh. After a while, he said, "Didn't Heavenly Sword Marquis kill someone in Piahuo City? This is against the rules set by the races of the demon area." What did the other races say? Clan leader, you know how capable Heavenly Sword Marquis is. Even the 3 Saint Realms can't do anything to him. Who else can kill him? Moreover, the news from the Piahuo City said that Heavenly Sword Marquis had a super expert at the 6th realm of the Void with him. He had extraordinary potential, and with such an expert by his side, who would dare to provoke the races of the demon region? Naturally, they would turn a blind eye and pretend not to know, said an elder of the Scarlet Gold clan. Pretend not to know? We made the rules together. How can we pretend not to know now? The Scarlet Gold clan leader was furious. There's nothing we can do about it. The Heavenly Sword Marquis is not easy to provoke. Even the 4 great celestial races are not willing to provoke him, let alone the top races. Moreover, the Heavenly Sword Marquis seems to be in a marriage alliance with the Blood Marten clan. The Blood Marten clan is also on his side. No one else dares to talk about gods, continued the elder. By the way, it's not as if all the races in the demon region don't know about it. One of the 4 great celestial races, the Nine-Tailed race, has condemned him. However, the Nine-Tailed race is mainly because the Heavenly Sword Marquis killed the 9 Palace Saints. Furthermore, the Nine-Tailed race has to deal with the Divine Moon Palace, so they have no time to worry about the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Therefore, they can only say it verbally. Humph, a bunch of trash. The Scarlet Gold clan leader snorted coldly. Tribe leader, that Heavenly Sword Marquis is indeed not to be trifled with. Why don't we just forget about this matter? The elder said softly. However, the moment he finished speaking, he was immediately met with the piercing cold gaze of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was so frightened that he did not dare to say anything more. Humph, forget about it. What kind of joke is this? How can I not take revenge for killing my son? The Scarlet Gold clan leader's voice was icy cold. Heavenly Sword Marquis, just you wait. Maybe I can't do anything to you now, but no matter what I do, I will make you pay for it. And the Blood Marten clan, do you think you can kick the Scarlet Gold clan away with the ship of Heavenly Marquis sword? In your dreams. The cold voice echoed in the hall, causing the air in the hall to freeze. Jian Wushuang was waiting quietly in the Blood Marten clan. Meanwhile, The Blood Martin clan had already lit lanterns and prepared for the wedding of Zhuo Peng and Princess Ying. If you have problems with this website, please continue reading your novel on our new website myboxnovel.com. Thanks. The two parties had already set a date and were waiting to get married. The location of the wedding was in the Blood Martin clan. However, on this day, someone came looking for him. Mr. Heavenly Marquis, Mr. Heavenly Marquis. Xiao rushed to Jian Wushuang, clan leader of the Blood Martin clan. Why are you in such a hurry? Is someone really here? Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Yes, someone is here, and he specifically asked for you. In addition, the clansmen of the Blood Martin clan who are guarding outside have sent a message to someone. The person is very mysterious, so we can't see his face clearly. It's even difficult to capture his aura. However, we can tell that he is definitely a real expert, Xiao said. That's most likely true. Let's go and welcome him. Jian Wushuang smiled and immediately rushed toward the entrance of the Blood Martin clan with Xiao, along with Demon Master Chanhua. As soon as they reached the entrance, Jian Wushuang immediately saw two grey-robed figures in the void in front of him. The two grey-robed figures were completely out of the grey robe's coverage. The surrounding void was quite hazy, so he could not see their appearance. However, Jian Wushuang did not need to see their appearances. He only needed to sense their unique aura to recognize them. It really is her, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile. The two grey-robed figures had also stepped down. Miss Xiao, it's been many years. How have you been? Jian Wushuang looked at the clearly delicate figure in front of him. The grey robe retreated, and the surrounding haze disappeared. The delicate figure raised her head, revealing a peerless beauty with a deep charm. It was so charming that people could not help but bow their heads. The moment they saw the woman's face, the clansmen of the Blood Martin clan were stunned. They stood there like stones, not moving at all. Miss Xiao's charm is really getting better and better. She doesn't even need to speak. Her every move is probably enough to make some weaker cultivators lose their minds completely, Jian Wushuang thought to himself. He had personally experienced Miss Xiao's charm. At the same time, the 9 Palace Saintess in the Bloodwave realm had also used the same trick on him. However, the 9 Palace Saintess' seductive methods were far inferior to Miss Xiao's. Chapter 3454 Xiao's Origin. Jian Wushuang, the last time we met, you didn't even step into the Divine Master realm. But in the blink of an eye, so many years have passed, and you're already recognized as the #1 genius in the Divine Beginning realm. Even the 3 Saint realms can't do anything to you. You're really extraordinary, Xiao said. Her voice was sweet and intoxicating. Miss Xiao, aren't you different now? If I'm not wrong, the Divine Moon Palace, which has just risen in the Demon region, was created by Miss Xiao, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. It's just a small trick. Xiao smiled, tacitly acknowledging the relationship between the Divine Moon Palace and her. A small trick. It's not a small trick to be able to create a major force in a short period of time that can challenge the 9-tailed clan and have an expert of the 6th realm of the void with you. Demon Master Chanhua suddenly spoke. His eyes were intentionally or unintentionally looking at the grey-robed figure behind Xiao. The grey-robed figure was still shrouded in the grey robe and did not reveal his appearance. His aura was also very hazy. However, with the strength of Demon Master Chanhua, he could naturally sense the hidden aura of the other party. The 6th realm of the void. Jian Wushuang also revealed a surprised look. I spent a lot of effort to subdue this servant beside me. Unlike you, a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void would willingly follow him as a guard. This is really surprising, Xiao said. A servant. Jian Wushuang and the experts from the Blood Martin clan around him were secretly shocked. They had thought that the expert behind Xiao was just an expert under her command. They did not expect that he was just a servant. To make a super expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant. Although Chanhua is working with me as a guard, we are working together as equals. Unlike you, Miss Xiao, who directly makes an expert of the 6 realms of the void a servant, Jian Wushuang said with a faint smile, well, let's not talk about these unnecessary things. Let's go to the Blood Martin clan and talk about it slowly. Okay. Xiao nodded. Yuan and Ella, Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis, and Miss Xiao, please come in, Xiao said respectfully. He knew very well that although he was the Grandmaster of the Blood Martin clan, he was nothing in front of Jian Wushuang or Miss Xiao. Jian Wushuang had amazing potential. He was even a threat to the three Saint Realms, and he was accompanied by the guards of experts at the peak of the six Void Realms. As for Miss Xiao, he had just heard that she was the mysterious expert who founded the Divine Moon Palace. The Blood Martin clan could not afford to offend either of them. The group returned to the Blood Martin clan and then came to the meeting hall of the Blood Martin clan. Because the people who came to discuss the matter were too special, the entire hall had been covered by a magic array. There were only 5 people sitting in the hall. They were Jian Wushuang, Xiao, Xiao, Demon Master Chunhua, and the servant who followed Xiao. Except for the 5 people, no one else was qualified to enter the hall. Jian Wushuang, do you still remember what we talked about? Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang. Of course I do. We formed an alliance and helped each other, Jian Wushuang said. That's right. As my ally, you now know that I created the Divine Moon Palace, so you naturally know what I need your help with, Xiao said. I know. I'm just going to help you deal with the Nine-Tailed clan. But before that, there's something I have to figure out, Jian Wushuang said after a moment of silence. Then he said, that's where you come from, and what kind of grudges do you have with the Nine-Tailed clan? Well, Xiao's expression changed slightly. Why? Can't you tell me about it now? Jian Wushuang shrugged. You are my ally and have enough strength. Of course, you are qualified to know about this, but Grandmaster Xiao, Xiao looked at Xiao with interest. Xiao and the Blood Martin clan were not allies of Divine Moon Palace. Grandmaster Blood Martin has also intended to form an alliance with us. The main purpose of this visit is to form a true alliance between the 3 of us, Jian Wushuang said. Oh, is that so? Xiao raised her eyebrows. At least the Blood Martin clan knows what's good for them. It saves the Divine Moon Palace from having to take action personally. What? Xiao was surprised, but then he said in a low voice, Miss Xiao, do you mean that you had planned to take action against the Blood Martin clan? What do you think? Xiao looked at Xiao with a sneer. In this territory, other than the Nine-Tailed clan, there are only 2 top tribes, your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan. Now, my Divine Moon Palace has been developing very fast, but it has basically reached its limit. If you want to increase your strength again, you can only think of ways to annex or control other tribes. Your Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are naturally the best targets for my Divine Moon Palace. I'm not afraid to tell you now that I've secretly controlled some members of the Blood Martin clan, including a few core figures. If you don't plan to form an alliance with Jian Wushuang, my Divine Moon Palace will make a move within 3 years at most. At that time, your Blood Martin clan will definitely take the initiative to provoke my Divine Moon Palace. Then, my Divine Moon Palace will use this as an excuse to swallow your Blood Martin clan with lightning speed. Believe me, if my Divine Moon Palace really wants to devour your Blood Martin clan, then even the Nine-Tailed clan won't have the time to react. Upon hearing Xiao's words, Xiao's face turned pale. At the same time, he felt a lingering fear in his heart. He knew very well that Xiao's words were not the slightest bit exaggerated. With the Divine Moon Palace's current strength and means, it would be too easy for them to devour his Blood Martin clan. If it were not for the fact that the Nine-Tailed clan would stop them, they would not have to prepare anything. Now that Divine Moon Palace had made careful preparations, they would not give the Blood Martin clan any chance to react. Just like when Divine Moon Palace swallowed the Roaring Demon clan. The Roaring Demon clan was much stronger than the Blood Martin clan, but they were suddenly swallowed by Divine Moon Palace. At the thought of this, Xiao was even more shocked. Clan leader Xiao, Jian Wushuang just said that your Blood Martin clan only intends to form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace. Xiao looked at Xiao again. No, Miss Xiao, I've already decided that my Blood Martin clan will form an alliance with the Divine Moon Palace and Mr. Heavenly Marquis now. No matter what your orders are, my Blood Martin clan will not refuse. Even if you want my Blood Martin clan to help the Divine Moon Palace fight against the Nine-Tailed clan, we can do it, Xiao said solemnly. Chapter 3455 9 Life Charming Heaven Skill. Jian Wushuang and Xiao laughed at his words. Clan leader, from now on, your Blood Marten clan is our ally, Jian Wushuang said with a smile. Although the Blood Marten clan is at the bottom of the top clans, it is still a top clan and has a good foundation. It would be great if we can get the Blood Marten clan to help us without fighting, Xiao added. Miss Xiao, since the Blood Marten clan is now our ally, clan leader Erxiu is also qualified to know everything. Now you can tell us about the grudge between you and the Nine-Tailed clan, Jian Wushuang said. Sure. Xiao nodded and was silent for a moment, then she said, Jian Wushuang, when we first met, you already knew that I am a reincarnated cultivator. But what you don't know is that this is not my first reincarnation. Oh. Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Before this life, I had reincarnated 8 times. This time, it was the 9th time. It was the 9th time that the secret skill that I cultivated had truly reached perfection. From then on, I could do everything I wanted to do. The previous 8 lives were just the middle of the transition, Xiao said. 9 reincarnations, just to cultivate a secret skill to the perfection level? What secret skill is that? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. However, Xiao's eyes suddenly widened. Could it be, oh, clan leader Xiao, do you know the secret skill I cultivate? Xiao looked at Xiao. I know a legendary secret skill that requires 9 reincarnations to reach the perfection level. This secret skill is said to come from the universe battlefield and is an extremely magical and incredible secret skill. It's called the 9 Lives Succubus skill, Xiao said. As expected of the leader of the Blood Marten clan. Your knowledge is indeed extraordinary. That's right. The secret technique in cultivating is precisely the 9 Lives Succubus technique. Xiao said with a smile. How can it be? Xiao was extremely shocked. 9 Lives Succubus technique. Isn't that a secret technique that the Nine-Tailed clan doesn't impart? You have such a great enmity with the Nine-Tailed clan. It's obvious that you have the intention of completely exterminating the Nine-Tailed clan. How can you cultivate the Nine-Tailed clan's supreme secret technique? Moreover, it's said that since the Nine-Tailed clan obtained the 9th life charm, no one has been able to successfully cultivate it. They don't even have the qualifications to cultivate it. In all these years, no one has ever cultivated this secret skill, but you actually succeeded. Haha. No one can cultivate this secret skill? Yes, before me, no one could cultivate it, but now it's different. As for why I cultivate this secret skill, it's actually very simple. Because I'm originally a member of the Nine-Tailed clan, Xiao said. As expected. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes, but he was not surprised. Since Xiao had been entangled with the Nine-Tailed clan and possessed the unique enchantment skill of the Nine-Tailed clan, he had guessed that Miss Xiao might be from the Nine-Tailed clan. However, Xiao found it difficult to understand. You're clearly a clansman of the Nine-Tailed clan, and since you can cultivate the 9-life enchantment skill, the Nine-Tailed clan must have attached great importance to you and even treated you as a treasure. But how could you end up hating the Nine-Tailed clan so much? I'm not lying. My real name is Deji, and I'm originally a member of the Nine-Tailed clan. Furthermore, I have the purest Emperor Phoenix bloodline in the Nine-Tailed clan. The Emperor Phoenix bloodline is the bloodline of the Nine-Tailed clan's royal clan. In the Nine-Tailed clan, only the owner of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline can become the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan and lead the entire clan. Hence, after I was born, many members of the Nine-Tailed clan did treat me as a treasure, and everyone treated me with great respect. Everything was going well for me, but after that, because of one thing, it completely changed. My family and my clansmen abandoned me, completely ignoring my life and death. In the end, the Nine-Tailed clan even did not hesitate to kill me with their own hands. As Xiao spoke up to this point, their body began to tremble slightly, and their eyes were filled with shocking hatred. However, Jian Wushuang was still puzzled. He could not help but ask, Miss Xiao, what exactly is the matter you mentioned? It has something to do with the 7-star Xian sect. Xiao glanced at Jian Wushuang lightly. She knew that Jian Wushuang had a deep relationship with the 7-star mysterious sect. When Jian Wushuang used the 7-star mysterious sect's secret skill in front of her in the Witch Desert realm, Xiao recognized him at a glance. Jian Wushuang was shocked. It was related to the 7-star mysterious sect? Then, Jian Wushuang, do you know why I chose to ally with you instead of killing you when I first saw you use the 7-star mysterious sect's secret skill? Xiao stared at Jian Wushuang. To be honest, you were nothing but an ant in my eyes at that time. You were not qualified to ally with me at that time. However, I proposed the alliance because of the 7-star mysterious sect behind you. You may not know this, but I have always been on the side of the 7-star mysterious sect because the person I love the most is from the 7-star mysterious sect. The person you love the most? Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he looked at Xiao in shock. Miss Xiao, is your husband an expert from the 7-star mysterious sect? Husband? Humph, he is just a heartless man. Although I have a marriage contract with him, I didn't have the time to get married. But he was almost everything to me at that time, Xiao said softly. Miss Xiao, who is the person you're talking about? What's his name? Jian Wushuang asked. His name is Di Shisan. You have a close relationship with the 7-star mysterious sect. Have you heard of him? Xiao asked. However, when Jian Wushuang heard Xiao's entire name, he suddenly widened his eyes, and his heart instantly surged. Di Shisan? He had heard of this name more than once. In his previous life, among the experts left behind by the 7-star mysterious sect in the eternal chaotic world, he had first come into contact with Di Shisan. He was the first Sword Emperor who had saved his life several times and the eternal chaotic world at that time. Jian Wushuang had even come into contact with Sword Principle with his help and had also cultivated it for a period of time in the trials he had arranged. It could be said that aside from his master, Di Shisan was the expert that the 7-star mysterious sect had left behind in the eternal chaotic world. This was an absolute swordsman that even Jian Wushuang could not help but admire and admire. And this person was actually the husband of Miss Xiao. Chapter 3456 Xiao's hatred. Jian Wushuang, you seem to have heard of him? Xiao asked. I do know him. Not only that, I have met him and had many dealings with him, Jian Wushuang said. You have met him? Xiao's body suddenly trembled. How is that possible? He died in battle when the 7-star mysterious sect was destroyed. How many years has it been since that battle? How can you have met him? Is he still alive? Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang with an unprecedented glint in her eyes. Jian Wushuang naturally noticed the look in Xiao's eyes. At the same time, he could see the anxiety and anticipation in her eyes. It was obvious that Miss Xiao had long determined that Di Shisan had died with the 7-star mysterious sect. After hesitating for a moment, Jian Wushuang raised his head again and said, Di Shisan is indeed alive. Upon hearing this, the light in Xiao's eyes instantly soared to the maximum, and her face revealed a look of ecstasy. Really? Xiao was still a little apprehensive. Of course it's true. To tell you the truth, he was the one who guided me to truly enter the Sword Principle. Moreover, he once saved my life and was a great benefactor to me, Jian Wushuang said. Where is he now? Why hasn't there been any news about him after so many years? Xiao asked hurriedly. It's because his current location is very special and completely isolated from the divine beginning realm. Of course, I know about the existence of that place, but I'm still too weak. It's still unknown whether I can enter it successfully. However, it won't be long before I go there. As long as I can reopen that space, not only Di Shisan but also many experts left behind by the 7-star mysterious sect will have a chance to see the light of day again, Jian Wushuang said. That's great, that's great. Xiao was so excited that she did not know what to do. Even after so many years, no one could replace Di Shisan in her heart. Miss Xiao, if I really enter that space and see Di Shisan in the future, I will naturally tell them about you, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Xiao was filled with anticipation. At this moment, Jian Wushuang asked, Miss Xiao, did you just say that the Nine-Tailed clan abandoned you because of the 7-star mysterious sect and Di Shisan? Yes. Xiao nodded slightly. At that time, Di Shasan and I were in love, and we matched each other in terms of status and background. Our marriage was decided. Everything was going well, but something unexpected happened. It happened during the world-ending war. In that war, the three saint realms led the attack. With the power of the will of the heavenly Tao, many top forces of the divine beginning realm attacked the seven-star mysterious sect at the same time. At that time, no one knew the exact reason. The four divine races and the 8 directions divine sect didn't care if they had any grudges with the seven-star mysterious sect. They all obeyed the orders of the three saint realms and charged into the seven-star mysterious realm together. You have to know that at that time, Di Shasan and I were already engaged. Everyone knew Di Shasan's status in the seven-star mysterious sect. The nine-tailed race and the seven-star mysterious sect were already on good terms. Logically, the nine-tailed race should be on the side of the seven-star mysterious sect. However, in reality, the nine-tailed race also listened to the orders of the three great saint realms. They betrayed their trust and charged into the seven-star mysterious sect together. As the saintess of the nine-tailed clan, I naturally opposed it. However, not only did the clan leader of the nine-tailed clan not care about my position, she even ordered me to be secretly executed when she found out that I was going to the seven-star mysterious sect to fight together with Di Shasan. How could that be? Jian Wushuang frowned. Even if the patriarch of the nine-tailed clan forbade you to have any relationship with Di Shasan for some special reasons, he shouldn't have killed you directly. After all, you have the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Emperor Phoenix bloodline? Humph, in that era, there were 2 people in the nine-tailed clan who had awakened the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. Besides me, the other one was Di Xi's daughter. She wanted his daughter to inherit her position and become the next patriarch of the nine-tailed clan. Therefore, he made things difficult for me in the nine-tailed clan. And that time, he found an opportunity to kill me. Xiao sneered. Is that so? Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows. He had said that things could not be so simple. It turned out that there was a struggle for the patriarch's throne. You were indeed looking for an opportunity to kill me, but unfortunately, my reputation in the nine-tailed clan was not low at that time. Many elders of the nine-tailed clan were on my side at the beginning. Although everyone objected because of the seven-star mysterious sect, many elders did not agree to my execution. In the end, one of the elders who was closest to me secretly let me go. However, she continued to pursue me and killed me. In the end, I died at her hands. Xiao said. She killed you? Jian Wushuang was stunned. Yes, I did die once, but it was an opportunity for me to find the cultivation method of the 9-life succubus skill. I entered the reincarnation passage and began my 9-life cultivation journey. Xiao stopped. After a while, she looked up again. Jian Wushuang, you should know why I hate the nine-tailed clan, right? Yes. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. It was true that Miss Xiao was a member of the nine-tailed clan and an extremely important possessor of the Emperor Phoenix bloodline. However, the entire nine-tailed clan had abandoned her, and she was even hunted down and killed once. Now that she had finally experienced the 9 reincarnations and cultivated the 9-life charm to perfection, she had the ability to fight against the nine-tailed clan. Naturally, she wanted revenge. Miss Xiao, although the nine-tailed clan has treated you unfairly and indeed abandoned you, you still have the bloodline of the nine-tailed clan. Moreover, it's not as if no one in the nine-tailed clan was on your side back then. I can understand that you hate the nine-tailed clan, but if you want to destroy the nine-tailed clan just like that, it's too. Jian Wushuang had not finished his sentence. Xiao waved her hand. I know. That's why my initial goal was not to destroy the nine-tailed race. All I wanted to do was to take back what originally belonged to me. Besides that, there's also Di Shi. Although she went to the universe battlefield, her descendants are still fine within the nine-tailed race and are still occupying the position of clan leader. Chapter 3457. The alliance was reached. After listening to Xiao's explanation, Jian Wushuang finally understood. Miss Xiao had spent so much effort building the Divine Moon Palace to fight against the nine-tailed clan. Her real goal was not to destroy the nine-tailed clan but to destroy Di Shi, who had once ruled the clan. What she really wanted, she should kill Xai's descendant, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan, and replace him to take control of the Nine-Tailed clan. It had to be said that with Miss Xiao's experience, she was indeed qualified and had a reason to murder Xai's descendant. Jian Wushuang and clan leader Xiu, now that you know the specific grudge between me and the Nine-Tailed clan, as my allies, I need you to do your best to help me take back the position of clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan. Are you willing? Xiao looked over. Of course. Xiu had long been frightened by Xiao's words, so he agreed without thinking. He had no choice but to agree. If he did not, the Divine Moon Palace would directly attack his Blood Marten clan. Moreover, judging from the current situation, it was not necessarily a bad thing for his Blood Marten clan to choose to stand on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. Jian Wushuang, what about you? Xiao looked at Jian Wushuang again. I can help you deal with the Nine-Tailed clan with all my strength, but after I help you regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan, I also need your help to deal with another clan, Jian Wushuang said directly. With your current ability and the presence of this top expert beside you, you shouldn't care about ordinary clans, even top clans. But now, you want the help of my Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Marten clan. Don't tell me you're going to deal with a great divine clan as well? Xiao asked. Yes, I'm going to deal with the Blood Clan, one of the 4 great divine clans. To be exact, I'm going to deal with someone in the Blood Clan, Jian Wushuang said. Who? Xiao asked. The clan leader of the Blood Clan. He must die, Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, both Xiao and Xiu were shocked. Xiu looked at Jian Wushuang in astonishment. As for Xiao, although she looked calmer, she was equally astonished. Jian Wushuang, you want to kill the Blood Clan's Grandmaster? Yes, because of a special matter, I need the help of Spirit Ancestor from the Divine Ancestor Daoist sect. Spirit Ancestor's condition is to kill the Blood Clan's Grandmaster, Jian Wushuang said. Spirit Ancestor? Xiao narrowed her eyes. I've heard of her as well. The hatred between her and the clan leader of the Blood Clan is indeed great. However, Spirit Ancestor is most talented in her soul. You want to ask her for help because of her soul, right? Yes, I need her to perform a soul peeling for my most important person and to ensure the integrity of that person's soul to the greatest extent, Jian Wushuang said. Soul extraction requires a lot of soul control ability. I can say that no one in the divine beginning realm can guarantee that a person's soul will not be damaged in the slightest when the soul is extracted. However, if the soul is extracted by Spirit Ancestor, even if there is no guarantee, there is still a 99% chance. Xiao nodded secretly. Miss Xiao, you are from the Nine-Tailed clan and have cultivated the 9-life heaven enchanting skill to the perfection. If you were to strip your soul, would you be comparable to the Spirit Ancestor? Jian Wushuang suddenly asked. He found that Miss Xiao had a great background and must have high attainment in the soul. If she could reach the same level as the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan in the soul aspect, he could have asked Miss Xiao to help him without seeking the help of the Spirit Ancestor. However, upon hearing Jian Wushuang's words, Xiao shook her head. Jian Wushuang, you don't know that the members of the Nine-Tailed clan have a lot of innate talent in the soul aspect. For example, the current clan leader of the Nine-Tailed clan should be no weaker than the Spirit Ancestor in the soul aspect. However, this is also because the current clan leader specializes in cultivating. There is another cultivation system in the Nine-Tailed clan, which specializes in enchantment. Although the enchantment is closely related to the soul, it is not a thorough study of the soul. Therefore, the attainments in the soul are not as good as those in the cultivation of the soul. As for me, including the 9-life enchantment, I belong to the enchantment school. Therefore, my attainments in the soul are not very high. If I were to strip someone's soul, it would not cause any harm to their soul. At most, I would only have an 80% chance. Jian Wushuang was stunned, but then he forced a smile. It seemed that it was impossible for Xiao to do the soul stripping for his wife. In that case, I can only ask the Spirit Ancestor to help. Then I must kill the Blood Clan leader, Jian Wushuang said in a deep voice. But the Blood Clan leader has a cultivation at the peak of the 6 void realms. Even if the top expert beside you personally helps him, I'm afraid he won't be able to win. Moreover, this is only a direct battle. It's too difficult to kill an expert at the peak of the 6 void realms, Xiao said. I know. That's why I'm asking for your help. I'll also find more helpers to help me, Jian Wushuang said. Okay, I can promise you that after I regain control of the Nine-Tailed clan, I'll do my best to help you kill the Blood Clan leader. But if I can't kill him in the end, you can't blame me, Xiao said. The Blood Martin clan will also do our best, Ashio quickly said. Of course, Ashio also knew that his help was just words. If he really wanted to kill the clan leader of the Blood Martin clan, he must rely on the top experts, and he, the strongest member of the Blood Martin clan, had just reached the 5th void realm, so he could not pose any threat to the clan leader. Then it's a deal. Jian Wushuang smiled. Although he knew it would be too difficult to kill the clan leader, it was still better to have 2 allies, the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan, than to be alone. Especially Miss Xiao, who was already in control of the extremely powerful Divine Moon Palace. If she could help her control the Nine-Tailed clan, she would definitely be very powerful, she would definitely be able to help him a lot. Since it's already agreed, the most important thing now is to help me control the Nine-Tailed clan again. It won't be easy to complete this step, Xiao said. Miss Xiao, you've been preparing for so many years. Judging from the activity in your Divine Moon Palace, you should have a detailed plan, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Chapter 3458 The Plan. Xiao smiled faintly. My original plan was to hide in the dark and find the right time to swallow the 2 top races, the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan, with lightning speed. In this territory, only the Nine-Tailed clan and my Divine Moon Palace will be left to contend for hegemony. Moreover, by swallowing these 2 top races, my Divine Moon Palace's overall strength will also be stronger. By then, we will definitely be able to suppress the Nine-Tailed clan. However, now that the Blood Martin clan is on our side, and with your help, Jian Wushuang, it will be easier to carry out this plan. Hearing this, Ashio's heart trembled. He had wondered if Xiao was just trying to scare him by saying that he would attack the Blood Martin clan. But now, it seemed that the annexation of the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan was indeed part of the Divine Moon Palace's plan. The Blood Martin clan is already on our side. Does this mean that the Scarlet Gold clan is your first target? Jian Wushuang looked at Xiao. Yes, the Scarlet Gold clan is extremely powerful. If we can annex them, our Divine Moon Palace's strength will definitely rise to another level, Xiao said. If we attack the Scarlet Gold clan, the clan will fight to the death. It will be very difficult to swallow them without paying too much. Jian Wushuang asked. I understand. Of course, I have a way. Xiao smiled and glanced at the grey-robed figure next to her. The grey-robed human figure followed Xiao to the Blood Martin clan. However, his face had always been hidden under the grey robe. Moreover, the aura on his body had always been concealed. However, under Xiao's instructions, the grey-robed human figure had finally stood up, after which, he withdrew the grey robe on his body and revealed his own appearance. This was an old man with a thin face and a goatee. His eyes were like the stars and were exceptionally dazzling. When he saw the goatee, Ashio shouted, Lord Shu, you are Lord Shu. Lord Shu? Jian Wushuang's expression changed. Over the years, he had obtained information about some top experts in the Divine Beginning realm from the Spacetime Temple, including many powerful universe masters who had gone into seclusion. Lord Shu was one of them. Lord Shu was an extremely powerful expert at the 6 levels of the void, and he was a lone wolf. One had to know that the 6 levels of the void were super experts who stood at the top in the Divine Beginning realm. Such a super expert was also a lone wolf. He did not have any restrictions and could do whatever he wanted. In the Divine Beginning realm, he could also do whatever he wanted. Among the various factions in the Divine Beginning realm, no one was willing to provoke a lone expert of the 6 realms of the void, including the 3 great holy regions. Most likely, none of them were willing. But such an expert was actually following by Xiao's side at this moment. How could it be? Lord Shu was famous for being stubborn. He had lived for so many years and had a very strange temper. During this period, Many large factions had tried to make connections with him, but they were all rejected by him. It was basically impossible to want him to join a certain faction, but now Xiu looked at Lord Shu in astonishment. Lord Shu has a strange temper and a proud personality. It's known to all that it's impossible for him to work for someone. But in front of Miss Xiao, Lord Shu is just a servant. It seems that Miss Xiao has controlled Lord Shu with a special method. If I'm not mistaken, it must be the enchantment, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Yes, Lord Shu was indeed controlled by my enchantment. It's the 9-life heavenly charms technique that you all know of. Of course, I also spent a lot of money and experience, and there was also a lot of luck involved in it. That's why I was able to control him. Xiao laughed. With my current strength, even if I used the 9-life heavenly charms technique, it would still be too difficult for me to control an expert at the 6th level of the void. However, as long as it's not the 6th realm of the void or a small number of experts with strong mental states who are not affected by my charm, it's difficult for an ordinary expert of the 5th realm of the void to resist my charm. Miss Xiao, do you mean that you can directly control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan with your charm? Jian Wushuang looked over. Yes. Xiao nodded. My ultimate goal is the 9-tailed clan. Besides worrying that the Scarlet Gold clan will be in the way when dealing with the 9-tailed clan, the most important thing is that there are many high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. There are nearly 10 Principals Masters, and there is a Patriarch of the 5th Void Realm and 2 Principals Masters at the peak of the 4th Void Realm. This battle strength is not weak. If I can control this power, it will greatly improve the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace. As for the ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan who are below the Rule Master level, they are of no use to me. I don't even bother with them. The reason why the Divine Moon Palace was able to completely annex the Roaring Demon clan is because the Principals Masters of the Roaring Demon clan are all under my control. They obey me completely. No matter what orders I give them, even if I want them, including the entire Roaring Demon clan, to die, they will do it unconditionally. I see. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly. That is to say, if we want to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, we only need to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. Yes, my plan was to control the high-level experts of the Scarlet Gold clan one by one and then disintegrate the clan from the inside. When the Scarlet Gold clan is almost disintegrated, the Divine Moon Palace will take action to control the entire Scarlet Gold clan. But now, with the help of the Blood Martin clan and you, Jian Wushuang, there is no need to go through so much trouble. We can attack the Scarlet Gold clan right now and forcibly take control of the clan, Xiao said. Jian Wushuang nodded secretly. If it was just the Divine Moon Palace, they would have to be more cautious when dealing with the Scarlet Gold clan alone. After all, the Divine Moon Palace had to guard against the 9-tailed clan. But now, with the addition of Jian Wushuang and the Blood Martin clan, the overall strength of the Divine Moon Palace had increased greatly, so there was no need to be so cautious. Miss Xiao, when do you plan to make a move? Jian Wushuang asked. I'll go back and prepare my men. In 3 months. Well, do it directly, Xiao said. In 3 months. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes and nodded. In 3 months. Well, wait for your news, Miss Xiao. Chapter 3459. Breaking the formation. Xiao and Lord Shu soon returned to Divine Moon Palace. After all, they were going to deal with the Scarlet Gold clan, so Divine Moon Palace had to be prepared. Jian Wushuang stayed in the Blood Martin clan. 10 days later, Zhuopeng and Princess Ying got married in the Blood Martin clan's territory. The wedding was quite grand. Experts from the surrounding clans and forces were sent to attend the wedding, and the gifts were also quite generous. After all, one of the 2 families that got married was the Blood Martin clan, the other one was the most famous Heavenly Sword Marquis in the Divine Beginning realm. The clans in the Demon region naturally had to give him face. During the wedding, Jian Wushuang only showed up briefly and did not have much interaction with these clans. However, the wedding went smoothly and Zhuopeng got married to Princess Ying as he wished. After the wedding, the Blood Martin clan began to secretly prepare. In the blink of an eye, 3 months had passed. In a secluded void not far away from the Blood Martin clan, several figures stood there waiting quietly. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chunhua were among these people, in addition to the 6 principals masters of the Blood Martin clan, including Xiu. Suddenly, everyone in the void raised their heads. They are here. Jian Wushuang also looked forward. Sure enough, in the void in front of them, there were more than a dozen figures, led by 2 grey-robed figures. Although the 2 grey-robed figures concealed their appearances and auras, Jian Wushuang and Xiu both knew that they were Xiao and Lord Shu, who had become slaves. As for the experts behind them, they were naturally the experts of Divine Moon Palace. There were a total of 18 principals masters, and their auras were very strong. Almost all of them had reached the 3rd realm of the void, and there were many principals masters in the 4th realm of the void, even there were 3 experts in the 5th void realm. As expected of Divine Moon Palace, which is able to fight the 9-tailed clan head-on. What a powerful lineup. Jian Wushuang secretly praised these experts. Clan leader Xiu, you should have told the Blood Martin clan's principals masters the whole story, right? Xiao first looked at Xiu. Miss Xiao, don't worry. I have already informed them. Furthermore, the entire Blood Martin clan has agreed to stand on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace and the Heavenly Sword Marquis. Xiu laughed. The 5 experts from the Blood Martin clan behind him immediately nodded. These masters of the rules of the Blood Martin clan had also learned of the Blood Martin clan's alliance with the Divine Moon Palace from Xiu. At the same time, they also learned of the purpose of this trip. In the beginning, their hearts were extremely shaken, however, after so many days, they had calmed down. At the same time, Xiu had already told them about the relationship between the Blood Martin clan and the Divine Moon Palace. Therefore, no one in the Blood Martin clan objected to this matter. It's good that you all understand. Since we have chosen to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, the Divine Moon Palace will certainly use the people that we had painstakingly planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, we must not make any unexpected changes in the middle of this attack. Otherwise, once all our efforts have been wasted, the Scarlet Gold clan and the 9-tailed clan will be on guard. It will be too difficult to control the Scarlet Gold clan with the same method in the future, Xiao said. Miss Xiao, your Divine Moon Palace and the 9-tailed clan have been fighting fiercely for years. You've mobilized so many experts at once. The 9-tailed clan should have noticed it, right? Jian Wushuang asked. Don't worry. I've made preparations this time. I've temporarily diverted the attention of the 9-tailed clan. Although I've mobilized these experts, they haven't noticed me. But just to be on the safe side, we must be as fast as possible. We must finish the battle quickly. We mustn't give the 9-tailed clan any time to react, Xiao said. In that case, what are we waiting for? Let's go to the Scarlet Gold clan now, Jian Wushuang said. Okay. Xiao nodded. More than 20 principals masters immediately headed toward the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan as fast as they could. With the speed of the principals masters, they arrived at the void outside the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan in less than half a day. The Scarlet Gold clan is right in front of us. Xiu looked at the hazy void in the distance. After all, it's the nest of a top clan. If I'm not mistaken, the Scarlet Gold clan should also have a very powerful clan-protecting formation, Jian Wushuang said. Of course. Xiu nodded. Our Blood Martin clan and the Scarlet Gold clan are in the same territory. Over the years, we have fought with each other many times. Both sides know very well that the Scarlet Gold clan also has a very powerful clan-protecting formation. Although the power of the clan-protecting formation is not as powerful as ours, it would be quite difficult to break it by force. Of course, if a super expert at the peak of the 6th realm of the void attacks, when Xiu said this, he could not help but glance at Demon Master Chunhua beside him. This defensive array of the Scarlet Gold clan is indeed not weak. However, it is not too difficult to break it. Xiao smiled. After which, she glanced at Lord Shu beside her. Go. Lord Shu nodded. His body flashed and he had already rushed toward the Scarlet Gold clan alone. The principals masters of the Blood Martin clan revealed a puzzled expression when they saw this scene. Could it be that Miss Xiao wants Lord Shu to break the formation alone? Xiu frowned. Although Lord Zu's strength is outstanding, he is not considered the top amongst the 6 void realms. It is unlikely for him to break the formation of the Scarlet Gold clan alone, right? Haha, just be prepared and watch. Xiao smiled confidently. Seeing Xiao's expression, Jian Wushuang's expression changed slightly, but he already understood. I'm afraid Miss Xiao doesn't want Lord Shu to break the formation alone, but someone in the Scarlet Gold clan should cooperate with him. Jian Wushuang remembered that Miss Xiao had just said that if they wanted to attack the Scarlet Gold clan, they had to use the people who had been planted in the Scarlet Gold clan. If nothing unexpected happened, they would be able to break the clan protecting formation. Sure enough, not long after Lord Shu arrived outside the Scarlet Gold clan, the inside of the clan protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan suddenly boom. With a violent boom, the entire clan protecting formation of the Scarlet Gold clan shook violently and then began to shake crazily. And at this moment, Lord Shu directly attacked. Kai. An incomparably sharp black spear, carrying with it a shocking might that only 6th-level Void Realm experts possessed, pierced through the space and ferociously stabbed toward the defensive formation of the Scarlet Gold clan. Chapter 3460 Defeat the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the Scarlet Gold clan's clan protection formation was indeed extraordinary. If Lord Shu alone were to attack it head-on, 1 or 2 attacks might not be enough to defeat the clan protection formation. However, if someone were to provide support from the inside, if they were to attack the clan protection formation from the inside, coupled with Lord Shu, the clan protection formation would not be able to withstand it. As expected, when Lord Zhus' black spear, which carried an earth-shaking power, struck the clan protection array, the entire array collapsed and a large amount of power began to dissipate. The Scarlet Gold clan, which was originally covered by the array, was completely exposed in this world. The clan protection array of the Scarlet Gold clan has been broken. Help me and attack the Scarlet Gold clan together with me. Remember to try not to kill the upper echelons of the Scarlet Gold clan. Use lightning-like methods to suppress them before leaving them to me to control. In addition, we have to be as fast as possible. As soon as Xiao finished speaking, many principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan immediately covered the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan like dark clouds. As for Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chunhua, they also followed the crowd as if they were strolling in a garden. When they arrived at the territory of the Scarlet Gold clan, the entire clan was already in chaos. Kai Li, what are you trying to do? Elder Kai Li, are you crazy? Kai Li, my Scarlet Gold clan has done nothing wrong to you. Why did you break the clan protection array of my Scarlet Gold clan today? Low cries resounded through the entire sky. The principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had already risen up, and they were all extremely shocked and furious. The one who was surrounded by the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan was a golden-robed old man. That golden-robed old man had a smile on his face at this moment. This smile was extremely demonic. Elder Kai Li. The eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader were cold as he stared at the golden-robed old man. However, the gaze of this golden-robed old man suddenly turned toward the empty space in front of him. He is here. The many principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan also immediately sensed it. They all turned their heads over. When they saw this, their expressions changed greatly. They saw a large group of figures. None of them emitted an extremely majestic and powerful aura that had reached the level of principals masters. A total of over 20 people pressed down like dark clouds. A powerful pressure that could suffocate people was emitted from these figures. At the same time, hearty laughter reverberated within the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Haha, the Scarlet Gold clan is very lively. This is my first time coming to the Scarlet Gold clan, one of the top races in the Demon region. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, how have you been? This unbridled laughter resounded throughout every corner of the Scarlet Gold clan. The ordinary clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan were all in a daze. They did not know what had happened. Only the principals masters, all of their faces were extremely ugly. The principals masters of the Blood Martin clan are inside. Other than that, there are even more principals masters from the Divine Moon Palace. The eyes of the Scarlet Gold clan leader narrowed. It's the Divine Moon Palace. The Divine Moon Palace wants to attack our Scarlet Gold clan. The Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately understood and made a decision. Quickly send a message to the Nine-Tailed clan. All the elders, work together and block them, the Scarlet Gold clan leader shouted sternly. Instantly, the many principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan who were originally surrounding the golden-robed old man immediately rushed forward to meet those principals masters who were attacking them. Seeing this scene, the golden-robed old man laughed out loud, ha ha ha. Just these principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan want to block my Divine Moon Palace? They are simply daydreaming. Indeed, although the Scarlet Gold clan was a top clan, they were also very strong among the top clans. They had a total of 10 principals masters, including the Scarlet Gold clan leader. He was an expert at the peak of the 5th Void Realm. However, his battle strength was nothing in front of the combined forces of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Martin clan, and Jian Wushuang. Boom! IRAV is O. With a loud boom, Lord Shu rushed to the front of the crowd. His aura was overwhelming, and the power of the experts of the 6 Void Realms was fully displayed in his hands. He was also extremely fast. He immediately rushed into the group of principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. Kai! The 2 strange spear shadows pierced through the void and the divine bodies of the 2 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan without any hindrance. The divine bodies of these 2 principals masters immediately collapsed, losing nearly 40% of their divine power on the spot. Following that, many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan came pressing over. The difference in battle strength between the 2 sides was too great, and the situation was directly one-sided. In just a single exchange, 6 of the 10 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan had their divine bodies crushed on the spot. Then, after a few rounds, the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were completely crushed. At this moment, Miss Xiaowa also directly took action. In just a short moment, she used her charm to control a total of 3 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan. This time, the Scarlet Gold clan had even less ability to resist. Run! Quickly run! When the Scarlet Gold clan's Grandmaster saw the situation in front of him, he already understood that the Scarlet Gold clan had no way to resist the other party. And although the Nine-Tailed clan had sent their experts over as soon as they received the news, even if they were to use the spatial passage, it would take some time for them to resist the enemy. However, during this time, the group of principals masters in front of them was fully capable of wiping out the entire Scarlet Gold clan. Therefore, in order to better preserve the Scarlet Gold clan, the Scarlet Gold clan leader immediately gave the order to abandon the clan and flee. Upon hearing the order of the Scarlet Gold clan leader, the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan immediately gave up resisting and began to flee in defeat. However, just as they were about to flee, Jian Wushuang, who had been standing in the void nearby and had not made a move, suddenly made a move. He gently raised his hand and drew a line in the void around him. A wave of the power of spacetime principles instantly swept out. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The world shook. With the help of the golden banner, Jian Wushuang completely confined the spacetime around him in an instant. The spacetime binding immediately applied to the experts of the Scarlet Gold clan. The power of the spacetime binding was shocking. It immediately slowed down the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan and made it impossible for them to escape from the experts who were chasing them. No. Scarlet Gold's clan leader body trembled and his eyes were filled with fear. Right under his nose, the principals masters of his Scarlet Gold clan were being chased by the experts of the Divine Moon Palace or the Blood Martin clan and then trapped and suppressed. Not long after, they were forcefully controlled by Xiaowa with her enchantment, and Lord Shu was already blocking in front of him. In just a short moment, 9 out of the 10 principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan were controlled by Xiaowa. The only one who was still controlled was the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Chapter 3461 All under control. It had been less than 15 minutes since the Guardian Array of the Scarlet Gold clan had been destroyed and the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin race had attacked the Scarlet Gold clan. However, the Scarlet Gold clan had already calmed down. The many clansmen of the Scarlet Gold clan had been appeased by the principals masters who had been controlled by the Scarlet Gold clan. After all, most of them did not know what had happened. With the appeasement of the elders, most of them did not think too much about it. And the entire Scarlet Gold clan had naturally been completely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace. If there was only one thing that had not been controlled, it would be the Scarlet Gold clan leader. In the void at the center of the Scarlet Gold clan, a layer of temporary array had been set up around this void. This array had blocked the vision and soul probing of the Scarlet Gold clan's clansmen. In other words, the members of the Scarlet Gold clan did not know what was happening in the void. In this void, many principals masters of the Divine Moon Palace, the Blood Martin race, and the Scarlet Gold clan were gathered there. However, at this moment, everyone's eyes were fixed on the person in the middle. It was naturally the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, at this point, aren't you going to surrender? Xiao looked at the Scarlet Gold clan leader with a mocking expression. Xiao. Scarlet Gold clan leader's eyes were bloodshot like a hungry beast. Your Blood Martin clan actually defected to the Divine Moon Palace? Defected? No, my Blood Martin clan is an ally of the Divine Moon Palace. Mr. Heavenly Sword Marquis can testify to that, Xiao said with a smile. Heavenly Sword Marquis? Clan leader Scarlet Gold immediately looked at Jian Wushuang again. His eyes were bloodshot, and a shocking hatred rose from the bottom of his heart. He had killed his son with Jian Wushuang, and today, Jian Wushuang had attacked his clan with many experts from the Divine Moon Palace and the Blood Martin clan. Although Jian Wushuang did not fight with the experts from his clan, Jian Wushuang only used the time-space restriction and time-space restriction at any time. It completely blocked the escape route of the experts from his clan. Because of this, none of the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold clan could escape. Everyone was left behind and then controlled by Miss Xiao. Clan leader, I personally don't have any malice toward the Scarlet Gold clan, but unfortunately, I was born in this world and have no control over many things. Today, the Scarlet Gold clan has been reduced to such a state. You can only blame yourself for being too weak, Jian Wushuang said coldly. Haha, too weak? Yes, too weak. If we were not only a top clan but also a divine clan, we wouldn't have been so easily defeated by you. How dare you kill my son? Clan leader Scarlet Gold shouted. Well, it's all over now. Clan leader Scarlet Gold, you'd better behave. Maybe you'll suffer less. Otherwise, Xiao's eyes shone with a strange light. Upon seeing Xiao, the Scarlet Gold clan leader revealed a terrified expression. It's you, it's you. It was you who used a method to control Elder Kai Li, allowing Elder Kai Li to act as an insider and destroy our tribe's protective array. It was also you who turned all the principals masters of our clan into palace masters. You demon. The Scarlet Gold clan leader roared crazily, and his gaze was directed at the principals masters of the clan who originally belonged to the clan. At this moment, these principals masters were standing in the surrounding void like wooden blocks. They looked at him with a hint of mockery and ridicule. Bastards, idiots, they are all a bunch of idiots. The Scarlet Gold clan leader could not help but shout in shock and anger. Don't worry, you will soon become like them. Xiao smiled, then, she said, this Scarlet Gold clan leader still looks lively and vigorous. It seems that he still has a lot of godly power left. Lord Shu, destroy his godly body once more and make him lose the ability to resist. Yes. Lord Shu nodded and then attacked again. With Lord Zu's power at the 6th level of the void, it was too easy for him to destroy the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan when the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan could not escape anymore. In just a moment, the divine body of the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan was destroyed again, and the remaining divine power was also damaged. However, Lord Shu did not destroy the last bit of divine power left by the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan. He left the clan leader of the Scarlet Gold clan with his life. And at this moment, Xiao appeared in front of the Scarlet Gold clan leader. Scarlet Gold clan leader, look at me, Xiao said softly. Her voice was so beautiful that people could not help but feel intoxicated. Demon, you demon. The Scarlet Gold clan leader clearly knew Xiao's methods and knew that he could not look at Xiao. However, when he heard Xiao's voice, he could not help but look over. When he looked over, his eyes quickly became empty and he was stunned. In the void beside them, Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chanhua stood there quietly, making everyone pay attention to the scene in front of them. They saw Scarlet Gold Clan leader and Xiao looking at each other. The former was completely stunned as if he was possessed, while Xiao was mumbling something to him. Scarlet Gold Clan leader nodded stiffly on the way. After a while, "Well, go and recover your divine power," Xiao said softly. "Yes, Master." Scarlet Gold Clan leader nodded and then flew toward the void. This scene made Jian Wushuang's pupils shrink. Miss Xiao's enchantment is really amazing. An expert at the peak of the fifth void realm became her slave in a short time, Jian Wushuang murmured. It is indeed a terrifying enchantment. Fortunately, Miss Xiao's cultivation is not very high. She is only at the fourth void realm. If she reaches the fifth void realm or even the sixth void realm, no one among the Masters of Rules would be able to resist her enchantment. Even I don't have absolute confidence, Demon Master Chanhua said. Fortunately, Miss Xiao is my friend, not my enemy. Otherwise, I would have killed her earlier, Jian Wushuang said. After controlling all the experts of the Scarlet Gold Clan, Xiao flew toward Jian Wushuang. Miss Xiao, congratulations. After controlling the Scarlet Gold Clan, your Divine Moon Palace's overall strength has reached a new level. I'm afraid that the Divine Moon Palace won't be afraid of the Nine-Tailed Clan even without the help of me and the Blood Martin Clan, Jian Wushuang said. It's nothing. Although my Divine Moon Palace can compete with the Nine-Tailed Clan, I'm still far from taking control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. You and the Blood Martin Clan are indispensable, Xiao said with a smile. Chapter 3462 shook the demon realm. Of course, after controlling the Scarlet Gold Clan and controlling all the principals masters of the Scarlet Gold Clan, the overall strength of our Divine Moon Palace has indeed surpassed that of the Nine-Tailed Clan. If we include the Blood Martin Clan and you, Jian Wushuang, the strength of our camp is far beyond that of the Nine-Tailed Clan. With such a huge difference in strength, we can truly declare war on the Nine-Tailed Clan, Xiao said. Declare war? Why? Has your Divine Moon Palace not truly declared war on the Nine-Tailed Clan? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. No, Xiao said, although my Divine Moon Palace and the Nine-Tailed Clan have been fighting and fighting, we have never declared war on the outside. However, I want to let the entire Demon Realm and even the entire Divine Beginning Realm know that my Divine Moon Palace wants to fight to the death with the Nine-Tailed Clan. I also want to openly retake control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Hearing this, Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows and did not say anything more. Soon, the Divine Moon Palace sent a message to declare war on the Nine-Tailed Clan. In addition, although the Divine Moon Palace had attacked the Scarlet Gold Clan with lightning speed, completely controlling the Scarlet Gold Clan and all the principals masters, the news of the attack on the Scarlet Gold Clan still spread. Although the Scarlet Gold Clan quickly calmed down, many people immediately recalled the Howling Demon race from before. When the Divine Moon Palace attacked the Howling Demon race, they had also attacked with lightning speed. Not long after, the Howling Demon race calmed down as if nothing had happened, but after that, the Howling Demon race had completely submitted to the Divine Moon Palace. The Scarlet Gold Clan situation was clearly the same as the Howling Demon clans. Naturally, many people guessed that the Scarlet Gold Clan might have submitted to the Divine Moon Palace as well. By annexing two top races in a row and declaring war on the Nine-Tailed Clan, the Divine Moon Palace's actions shocked all the races in the Fey domain. The entire Fey domain was also showing signs of a storm brewing. In the territory of the Nine-Tailed Clan. In the magnificent palace, many high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race gathered together. Most of the members of the Nine-Tailed race were women, and only a small number of them were men. Even among the highest-level experts, almost all of them were women. At this moment, the high-level experts of the Nine-Tailed race all had solemn expressions. Divine Moon Palace, after such a small fight for so long, are you finally going to go all out? The third princess of the Nine-Tailed Clan, Dau, sat near the leader's seat. As the third princess of the Nine-Tailed Clan, and with her cultivation base at the fourth realm of the void, Dau's status in the Nine-Tailed Clan was naturally extremely lofty. Under the premise that the clan leader of the nine-tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation all this while, the only people in the entire nine-tailed clan whose status was comparable to this DAU were the few elders whose strength had reached the fifth realm of the void. PH, the Divine Moon Palace is fine if they don't make a move, but now that they've made a move, they've directly taken control of the Scarlet Gold clan, 6th Princess Diesu said coldly. Although there's no clear news from the Scarlet Gold clan, we can be sure that the Scarlet Gold clan is definitely like the Howling Demon clan. Many of their experts have been controlled by the Divine Moon Palace through some unknown means. After the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon clan, they were already extremely powerful. They are not much weaker than our nine-tailed clan. Now that they have annexed the Scarlet Gold clan, and judging from the distress message sent by the Scarlet Gold clan leader, there are also experts from the Blood Martin clan who attacked the Scarlet Gold clan. In other words, the Blood Martin clan is very likely controlled by the Divine Moon Palace, or they are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace, said a 5 states Void Realm elder from the Nine-Tailed clan in a low voice. If that's the case, the 3 top races that originally existed around our territory are already on the side of the Divine Moon Palace. In addition, it's said that the Blood Martin clan is related to the Sword Heavenly Marquis. If the Heavenly Sword Marquis is on the same side as the Divine Moon Palace, then our nine-tailed race is indeed in a bad situation. Hearing this, the elders of the nine-tailed race fell silent. Indeed, the nine-tailed clan could easily deal with the Divine Moon Palace alone. Even if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the Howling Demon tribe, the nine-tailed clan could still suppress them. However, if the Divine Moon Palace annexed the 2 top tribes, the Scarlet Gold clan and the Blood Martin clan, together with the help of Heavenly Sword Marquis, the Divine Moon Palace's strength would probably surpass the nine-tailed clans. Humph, even if the Divine Moon Palace is powerful, our nine-tailed race is not weak. If they want to fight us to the death, we have to see if they have the ability to do so. Dau sneered. Then, she said, I'm not worried that the Divine Moon Palace will come and fight us head-on. What I'm more concerned about is the origin of the Divine Moon Palace. Also, what kind of methods did they use to control the Howling Demon clan and the Scarlet Gold clan? If we don't figure these things out as soon as possible, even if the Divine Moon Palace can't do anything to us now, they can still use the same method to deal with other top races. Or they can annex the weaker races in the surroundings and constantly strengthen themselves. Sooner or later, the Divine Moon Palace's strength will reach a level that even the nine-tailed clan is far from being able to contend with. Third Princess is right. It is indeed the most important thing to find out the origins of the Divine Moon Palace and the means of controlling the experts of the Divine Moon Palace. However, our nine-tailed clan has been investigating this matter for a long time, but we haven't found any clues. Even now, we still don't know who the palace master behind the Divine Moon Palace is, the elder of the 5th realm of the void said in a deep voice. Dau's face darkened as she said sternly, no matter what, we have to figure this out first. Otherwise, the nine-tailed clan will be too passive. Yes. The ordinary elders of the nine-tailed clan nodded one after another. And at that moment, boom, the void shook, and the entire nine-tailed clan shook violently. Then, in a corner of the ancestral land of the nine-tailed clan, a powerful aura rose up into the sky, as if a huge dragon that had been slumbering for hundreds of millions of years had suddenly woken up. The aura was too powerful, too powerful. As soon as it rose up, the entire nine-tailed clan was in an uproar. Within the majestic palace, the elders who had been sitting upright suddenly rose to their feet when they sensed the aura. Numerous gazes turned to look at the source of the aura. Chapter 34 63 6 Realms of the Void, 3. This aura, its mother. Dau was the first to call out. Mother, you're coming out of seclusion? Dau was pleasantly surprised. Clan leader. Clan leader. The elders of the nine-tailed clan who had reached the level of principals masters were also pleasantly surprised at this moment. The clan leader of the nine-tailed clan had been in closed-door cultivation since a long time ago. Naturally, he was in closed-door cultivation to strive for a higher level of strength. Everyone knew this. During the time when the clan leader was in closed-door cultivation, There were indeed many things in the Nine-Tailed Clan. For example, the princess was killed by Jian Wushuang, the sudden rise of Divine Moon Palace, and the fight between the Nine-Tailed Clan and Divine Moon Palace over the years. Although the fight was very fierce, the patriarch never came out of seclusion. She had been in seclusion and never came out even when her daughter died. But today, Mother, you are finally coming out of seclusion. Judging from your aura, I'm afraid that you are much stronger than before. Dau said excitedly. This aura, an elder of the Nine-Tailed Clan who had reached the peak of the 5th level of the void, exclaimed, "You are too strong. You are much stronger than the ordinary 6th level of the void." Without a doubt, the clan leader's strength has reached the peak of the 6th level of the void. I wonder if he has reached that peak. After the Divine Moon Palace declared war on the Nine-Tailed Clan, the clan leader has just come out of seclusion and his strength has improved greatly. This part-time job is to bless the Nine-Tailed Clan. Haha, with the clan leader here, we don't need to worry about the Divine Moon Palace. The experts of the Nine-Tailed Clan laughed and then rushed toward the source of the aura. The entire Nine-Tailed Clan was also in a jubilant mood. Although the Divine Moon Palace had not risen for long, its lair was very vast. It was heavily guarded and had countless experts. Jian Wushuang and Demon Master Chunhua were currently in the lair of the Divine Moon Palace. It has only been a few hundred years since its rise, but there are really many experts in the Divine Moon Palace. I can sense more than 30 Principals Masters in my consciousness alone, not to mention the Scarlet Gold Clan and the Blood Martin Clan. If these two top clans are added together, the Divine Moon Palace's camp would probably have more than 50 Principals Masters, Jian Wushuang thought to himself. 50 Principals Masters. If it was in an extremely short period of time, even a Saint Realm might not be able to gather such a number. One had to admit that the power that the Divine Moon Palace controlled was indeed terrifying. The number of Principals Masters that my Divine Moon Palace controls is indeed not small, but their quality isn't too high. Many of them have just reached the 2nd level of the Void Realm, and there aren't many who have reached the 3rd level of the Void Realm or above. Furthermore, there was only one super expert at the 6th level of the Void Realm, Lord Shu. But now, according to what I know, there are 2 experts at the 6th level of the Void Realm in the Nine-Tailed Clan. One of them has just broken through the 6th realm of the Void and is not as strong as Lord Shu, but the other is the current patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan. Her strength is extremely strong among the 6 realms of the Void. Just now, I received news from the Nine-Tailed Clan that the patriarch of the Nine-Tailed Clan has come out of seclusion, Xiao said. Oh! Jian Wushuang's expression changed. He also knew that the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan had been in closed-door cultivation. Even though he had killed her daughter, the clan leader of the Nine-Tailed Clan had never come out of his closed-door cultivation. Not only has she come out of her closed-door cultivation, but her strength has also improved greatly. If I'm not mistaken, her battle strength should have reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms. In my Divine Moon Palace's camp, I'm afraid that only Demon Master Chunhua, who is by your side, can contend with her, Xiao said. The peak of the 6 Void Realms? Jian Wushuang frowned. If that's the case, won't we be in trouble? Jian Wushuang had been staying with Demon Master Chunhua all this time. He was well aware of the terrifying strength of an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms. Under normal circumstances, no force or sect would dare to provoke an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms as long as he was in charge. If an expert reached the peak of the 6 Void Realms, even a Saint Realm Master might not be able to kill him, let alone an expert of the same level. If he could not kill such an expert, it would be difficult for an ordinary person to resist his wanton slaughter. Yes, there is trouble, and it's not a small one. However, we have officially declared war on the Nine-Tailed Clan. We have no choice but to take action. Moreover, we might be able to deal with an expert at the peak of the 6 Void Realms, Xiao said. Do you have a way to kill her? Jian Wushuang glanced at Xiao. Kill her? Of course not. But I want to regain control of the Nine-Tailed Clan. All I need to do is to firmly control the clan. As for the 9 clan leaders, I can think of a way to drive them away, Xiao said. Drive them away? Jian Wushuang smiled and said, if the Nine-Tailed Clan leader really reaches the peak of the 6th realm, even if Demon Master Chunhua takes action personally, he might not be able to win. I'm afraid it's very difficult to drive her away. I know. That's why I've specially invited other experts over. When they join forces with Demon Master Chanhua, they'll have the confidence to drive the nine-tailed clan leader away, Xiao said. You've invited other experts. Who are they? Jian Wushuang was puzzled. Don't worry. They've already set off. I reckon they'll be here in 3 days. When they arrive, they'll definitely meet you, Xiao said with a smile. Jian Wushuang did not insist. He waited quietly in the Divine Moon Palace with Demon Master Chanhua. 2 days later, the expert Xiao had specially invited had arrived. Jian Wushuang, let me introduce you. These 3 are Axe 1 Master, Marquis Duan Yu, and Star Saint Master. They are all from Star Palace, Xiao introduced. Hello, Jian Wushuang. Axe 1 Master, who was wearing a golden robe and carrying a golden axe on his back, greeted Jian Wushuang with a smile. You are Jian Wushuang? I've long heard of your name, but this is the first time I've actually met you. Marquis Duan Yu, who was gentle and refined, also smiled faintly. As for Star Saint Master, he was rather cold. He only glanced at Jian Wushuang coldly and did not say anything. However, the 3 people in front of him made Jian Wushuang a little confused. These 3 people are all experts at the peak of the 6 void realms. How is this possible? There are only so many experts of the 6 realms of the void in the divine beginning realm. How come there are 3 of them all of a sudden? Moreover, I've never heard of these 3 people before. You're tuning in to the Celestial War YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.